But yeah, we're playing some Animal Lover today in celebration of the month of love, February. And we'll see how far I get. This is one of my favorite visual novels. And hey, her name's Lucy. I didn't even put that in there. So I'm just going to keep it because this is the first time I've ever had a game with the character named after me. Uh, Hi, Kaseya. Oh, you're joining right at a great time. Good thing that my internet came up so that I could stream for you guys today. All right, let's get this started. I love animals. Not obsessively, though. I love a lot of things. I just happen to really love the company of animals. Even when they're mean or skittish, I find them relaxing. So, well, the veterinarian seemed like a logical choice. Can't talk today either. I'm decently smart. I like the company of animals. Vet, easy. I was told life decisions were going to be hard, and I'm sure they are, but the biggest decision of my life so far has been a relatively simple one, so I'm not too worried. Oh. Let me warn you that the beginning, the first 15 minutes or so is kind of slow, so. Yo, Lucy. Hmm? Sorry to disturb you. No, no, it's fine. What do you need, Alarm? You overslept. What? You overslept. You hit snooze 3 times and you overslept. No, I didn't. I appreciate it, Alarm, but I'd know if I overslept. If you insist. And I do. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no, tell me I didn't. Oh, crap. Oh no, he was totally right. Who was right? My alarm clock. My subconscious was trying to wake me up and I wouldn't listen, so my alarm clock gained the ability to speak in my head. It was politely telling me that I overslept, but I wouldn't listen. It turns out my alarm clock was totally right. Oh, okay then. Did you want anything to eat before I go? What are you making? It's just some toast. Mm, should I be nice to Mom or just get the hell out of here? I'm running late. I don't have time for toast. No, no toast, no time. No thanks, Mom. All right then. I attend school full time. That's not what I'm late for, though. I got a summer internship at a local veterinary clinic. I'm only a few weeks from finishing it up. I go back to school in September. I was accepted to a 4-year college. Dr. McMillan wants me at the office early this morning. Getting there early is going to be difficult because of how very late I am. Bye, Mom. I'm out of here. All right, sweetheart. Your father and I will be working late this week, so if you decide to stay out after work, let us know so we don't worry. Will do. Hey, that's very convenient. Parents not around when crazy stuff starts happening. The sun is bright today, but the oppressive kind of hot, not the lovely kind. What few clouds there are appear sparse and withering. I'm uselessly praying for rain as I trudge my way down the street towards Dr. M's office. Hello, Dr. McMillan? You here? The vet has the scent of chemical cleaning. The empty rooms are serene underneath the bright fluorescent lights. I don't see Dr. McMillan anywhere. The doors and windows are locked as I look around them, all except for the back door that I came in one window, which means either Dr. McMillan is late or she's early and she's doing some spooky waiting thing. Like she knows I did something wrong, like leave a window open, and she's in her office chair right now, waiting to reprimand me. Dr. McMillan, are you doing a spooky waiting thing? The front door opens and Dr. McMillan walks through it, carrying a large travel bag with her. Morning, Lucy. Sorry I'm late. Got caught up in traffic. Were you waiting long for me? Awesome. Just a couple of minutes. I decided to get here a little early so I could open a window to cool this place down. Yeah, it's still a little hot, huh? Hot day. Well, thanks for getting here early, Lucy. You asked me to, so of course. That's right, I did. I'm waiting on an important message. Do we have anything on the answering machine? I don't have a clue. No, nothing. Darn. All right then. I've got to make some calls. I'll give you something to do in a minute. Take your time, Doctor. Once she's gone, I rush over to the answering machine. 3 messages. Damn. Dr. McMillan, I cry out halfway across the office. Yeah, Lucy? I forgot, we have 3 messages. Oh, weird. From who? I don't know. Okay then. Well, will you take them for me? Sure, yes, absolutely. I don't know why, but I feel guilty now. It probably wasn't worth it to lie about getting here early. I just want this internship to work out. I want everything to work out. The play button is still flashing, still desperately trying to get my attention. I press the button and sit down with a pen and paper. Hi there, Dr. Melissa McMillan. We are conducting a nationwide survey, and we were wondering... That's enough of that. Dr. McMillan has very little patience for automated calls. I sometimes see her write down the caller IDs of telemarketers and survey callers. It makes me kind of nervous, actually. I press the delete key and place my pen to the paper. Hi, Melissa, it's Catherine. I was able to move my schedule around, and I can absolutely look after the place for you. It was a close call, too, but it all worked out in the end. Sorry I couldn't call earlier, I just got things settled. But I want to talk to you about your hours and scheduling. And I got an extra day off so that we could spend a day together and you could buy me lunch. I don't actually mean that. You've done so much for me. This is the least of my worries. Plus, I've got family down there, so it'll be nice. I guess you're home by now, so I'm sure I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I'm serious about lunch. Let's make that happen. My treat. Unless you want to go Dutch. But you're not treating me. Alright, this has got to end. No, it's not. Okay, skip it. I get the damn idea. Huh? She was excitable. I write down that Catherine can look after the place. Next message now. Sorry, it's Catherine again. Fuck. Alright, skip right now. Whew, hopefully I didn't miss anything important. Huh? I get up to visit the doctor in her office. Doctor? Hey, Lucy, who were the calls from? First one was a nationwide survey. Oh, did they give you a callback number? Oh, Lord, no. Oh, no. No, they didn't. Lucy, I'm kidding. Is the message expunged from the machine? Yes. Good. The world's a slightly better place now. Weird sense of humor. The other 2, both from Catherine. Oh, what did she say? God, who even knows? She said she'd be happy to look after the place. Did she say anything else? A lot, actually. Anything that sounded vital? I don't know how to answer that. Don saying hi and anything regarding girl time or splurging doesn't count. Then, no, not really. Alright then, wonderful. What did she mean, look after the place? I'm going to be gone most of next week, so my old friend Catherine Doherty is going to be setting up her practice here for a couple of days. Oh, okay then. Yeah, you'll get the time off. She has her own interns and you'll still get credit for the time. Thank you, Dr. McMillan. That's very kind of you. No problem. She's being too nice right now. The lump in my stomach is growing. It weighs on me like a fast food burger that just got comfortable. Ugh, might as well go for it. Dr. McMillan? I lied to you. I only got here a minute before you, and I left a window open last night. Lucy, you can't do that. What, lying or... This sentence already sounds horrible before I'm even done saying it. Leaving the window open overnight. Well, both, clearly. Yeah, I know. But you can't leave that window open. We have a lot of expensive supplies in here. Any of it gets stolen, and it sets me back a pretty penny personally. Like, out of my wallet. Vacation fund. Dental co-pays. Do you understand? Yes, ma'am. Good. Anyway, thanks for telling me. That was considerate of you, seeing as you would have gotten away with it. This won't be affecting your letter of recommendation. Thank you, ma'am. No problem. Plus, I didn't get caught up in traffic. I overslept. I don't know why I said I got caught up in traffic. There was no traffic. Oh, no problem. I feel a lot better now. All right. I know it's kind of slow going in the beginning, but I promise you there's going to be nakedness soon. I'm sure you guys will all enjoy this. Hopefully. Maybe Gabby won't, because it's male nakedness. I've never been good at lying to people. The moment I try, I get a cold sensation in my stomach. It doesn't go away until I tell the truth. It's probably a pathological thing. But as far as I know, it couldn't hurt me too bad. I am, however, the only person I know who has this. Other people are perfectly fine at lying. As far as I know, anyway. Time passes slowly in Dr. McMillan's office. There's always something to do and there's always something to interrupt what you're doing, but never too urgently. I'm sure. A family is supposed to be coming in soon with a hamster. They think he's sick and they say that he's been unnaturally warm lately. I still don't know all of the things that could possibly imply. I want to say I once had a sick hamster that I took to the vet, and there's nothing a vet can do for a hamster. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen. My hamster died the next day. It was a sad story. Perhaps it's a girl hamster in heat. Or it has a tiny, adorable little fever. I like hamsters. When I was a kid, or at least a younger kid than I am now, I guess, I had a hamster named Barbasol. Barbasol? Like the shaving cream? So named because I thought distinguished gentlemen names were funny and it sounded like one. I did not realize at the time that I had gotten the name from my dad's shaving cream. Regardless, I would call him Mr. Barbasol. He would wiggle his little nose and I would kiss it. The way he looked afterwards always killed me. In retrospect, he looked as any hamster in any situation would, startled with big, bulging black eyes. I miss Mr. Barbasol. He was one of the few animals owned by children younger than 10 that was able to die of old age. He was lucky, I guess. My friend's rat had its neck snapped by the reckless closing of its metal cage. That point in my memory is usually when I stop trying to reminisce and attempt to start finding a more productive use of my time. There are always folders to be sorted away, so I pick myself up out of my mind and start fiddling with the schedule to find out which folders to file away and which ones to leave. As I am opening the P through S cabinet to put away the Schwesky's file, is that even a name? I hear a jingling behind me. In walks an older woman wearing a large pair of sunglasses and a small child in a pink shirt. They are carrying a cage with a blanket over it where I can only assume the hamster is resting. They begin to approach the reception desk as I have to resign myself to put away files later. Hi. Hi there. Here to see Dr. McMillan? Yeah. I'll let the doctor know you're in. How's the little guy doing? I don't know, Mindy. Why don't you tell her? He looks better. A lot better. But she and her father insisted that we bring lamb chop in anyway. My jerk sensor is already ringing off the chart. I keep up appearances regardless. Oh, is his name Lamb Chop? Mindy nods at me reluctantly for a second, but stops and begins shaking her head as if she's changed her mind on the issue. It's actually Ham Chop. Well, it's a good thing you brought him in anyway. We'll make sure he's doing A-okay. Why don't you guys have a seat for a minute and we'll get right to you. Hey, how long does this kind of thing take usually? I can't be sure. Depends on what the doctor thinks is wrong. Whatever. Say that. Hypothetically, the thing is fine. Not sick or broken at all. It'll be, 15 minutes? I really don't know. I'd say minimum about half hour. Fine. The mother goes to sit down as I'm standing behind the desk wondering what I said wrong. She's wearing high heels, but she's still pressing down on her heels hard to let me know that I didn't give her a satisfactory answer. Excuse me. Aw, it's Ham Chop. Cutie. Mindy is standing in front of me, the hamster's cage set on the counter. Would you like to see him? Cute kid. You know what? I would. Ham Chop, you said? Yeah, his name is Ham Chop. Like Lamb Chop, but he's a hamster. A golden cream-colored hamster with big black eyes and an adorable pink nose stares up at me. And I was almost in a bad mood too. Oh my god, I love him. Yeah, we picked him up from the pet store. They called him Elvis at the pet store, but I don't think didn't think it was good. A good name. Hey, that's okay. I think Ham Chop is a better name too. Want to hold him? That would be against policy, and I haven't told Dr. McMillan that the hamster has arrived yet. I'm also not in a mood to not take some time to see a hamster at the behest of some bitch who thinks I'm her servant. Can I hold his cage? Yeah, just be careful. Daddy says he's a fragile hamster. He's fragile like glass. I will be extra super duper careful. Okay. I hold the cage up to my face to look at his little eyes head on. He looks just like Mr. Barbasol. His nose is sticking out of the cage, shoving it through as if begging for attention. He doesn't look too sick. I don't think he's too sick anymore. Okay, well, I'm going to go get the doctor. Without thinking, I lay a little peck on Hamchop's face and lower the cage to give back to Mindy. Suddenly, the cage is getting heavier. There's a light coming from somewhere I can't make out. My arm tightens in response to the immediate heaviness. Did someone just drop a bowling ball on my hand? I am attempting to heft the cage back onto the table. No use. The cage drops to the ground. My eyes try to surface above the bright gleaming light. I see Mindy and the mom lady recoiling from the cage. My grip begins to loosen. I can barely see inside the cage. What I can see is a large lump of flesh. What? It's either taken the hamster or that's a new ham chop. I'm startled and frightened, and it's shockingly quiet. No din or explosion, just a bright, blinding light and the stunned silence of 3 horrified women. The lump grows inside the cage, beginning to strain at its edges. I am trying to lift the cage back onto the table for only a second longer. After that, I guess I realize that it's a lost cause. I recoil from the cage and pull back from whatever's inside of it. It's growing arms. It's growing legs. It's growing inside of the cage. A small piece of metal wire has broken. The skin of the thing inside the cage is bleeding against the taut metal. Finally, in one instant, the cage is broken. Okay. The lump of flesh lifts itself upward, standing taller than the world around it. It has a human form. Light still gleams off of its hair and its fingernails. Finally, the light calms, and what's left is... oh boy. A man? A beautiful man standing buck naked in the middle of the veterinary clinic. He has luminescent orange hair. I won't be able to look at hamsters the same way anymore. His gaze is turned toward me. His eyes are a striking blue, and his shoulders are pulled up right and tall. He seems serene, not frightened like us, not even shocked. He is calmer than every bit of the world I can pull together right now. The mother and child behind him are rushing themselves out the door. Are they calling the police, the government? Suddenly it's him. It is he and I, us. Hi. Hi. Hi there. Hi? Hi. I'm struggling to say anything. Yes? That was not hi. That was I. I is not hi. Thinks I'm going to say something. Hi? Hi. Okay, this is awkward. Yeah, I do love the censoring in this game. It's great. He's gorgeous. Good Lord, he's gorgeous. He's completely naked. Like, I can see everything. He either hasn't seemed to notice yet or doesn't care. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I kissed a hamster, the cage broke, and a naked man is standing in front of me. My name is Edmund the Seventh. Thank you for setting me free. I look up for a second. Oh geez, he's caught me staring at his crotch. I'm blushing red as a wildfire. I keep my eyes fixed on him and extend my hand. My name is Lucy. Pretty name. I've never met a Lucy. Hamster teeth. What the? He's got hamster-like buck teeth. That's... Alright, I'm gonna say it. That's adorable. Really cute. What the fuck? I wish he'd stop being so naked. It's distracting. Edmund, you say? He said as he gave me a happy nod. I hope you don't mind me saying, Edmund, but you are super naked right now. Yeah, I know. I promised myself that if I ever turned back, it wouldn't be the first thing I thought about. You don't say. I've had a lot of time to think. Aha. Give me 1 minute. Okay, Lucy, get your thoughts together. And hurry. Hi, Lily. Nice to see you pop in. Right when we have a naked man in front of us. There is a naked man in the veterinary clinic as you were working at. Being an intern at. Whatever. If Dr. McMillan comes out and sees this, it will be a very difficult thing to explain. So, first things first. Hi, Edmund. Hi. Would you mind coming with me? Not at all. Great. I drag Edmund down the hall towards the bathroom, which we have to pass by Dr. McMillan's door to get to. We just go quickly. She didn't seem to notice. Inside the bathroom, Edmund sits down on the toilet. His wounds from breaking out of the cage are mostly on his back, which I can see now. They're bloody, but the bleeding seems to have stopped. They they do look bad, though. Stop with the dad. Okay, that's not it. That's not a dad joke. That's a dirty joke. Stop it. No more puns. Surprisingly, Edmund doesn't seem to notice. Okay, just stay here for a bit. I don't know how long I'll be. Lock this door and just stay here. My pleasure. I close the door on him and walk towards the doctor's office. I have to think of a very quick lie. Doctor? I say outside of her office. She's on the phone with someone. I walk inside. Yes, absolutely. Not yet, but I've got a lot on my plate. I'll take some me time when I go up north. Doctor. Yes, Lucy. The family with the hamster called and canceled. Really? I didn't hear the phone go off. Other line. Oh, right. I'm on the phone. My bad. All right then. Hey, wait. Hmm? Something's come up. If I call Annie and she can fill in today, is it all right if I go home? Is everything okay? This is a pivotal moment. If I say everything's fine, then I doom myself to looking like I'm just trying to skip out on work. If I tell her this is serious, she will absolutely want to know what's happening. I'll just have to be as straight up as I can. I don't know. What's going on? I really can't tell you right now. A hint? No. Lucy, you're scaring me. If it turns out to be nothing, I'll be back later today. I absolutely promise you. Well, you sound serious. I'm not supposed to reply to that. I was about to, though. Okay, I'll call Annie. Get out of here. You owe me one. Thank you, Dr. McMillan. Of course. Sorry, Kathy. No, it's my intern. Apparently an emergency. She's still talking as I leave her office. Dr. McMillan is still unaware that there's a tall, statuesque, naked man in her bathroom. That cold stomach feeling is back. Should I tell her? No. No, I am not going to tell her. Why would I tell her? No, I'm going to say nothing. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, best to leave that one well enough alone. I'll just deal with the cold feeling. There are bigger matters at hand. I knock on the bathroom door. Yes? He says from inside, muffled. I need you to follow me. Be quick about it. All right, then. Cool. He's not opening the door. Oh, sorry, still locked. Thought I had opened it. My bad. The door opens now. His wounds still look ghastly, and he's still every bit as naked as he was before. Oh my god, does that hurt? Does what hurt? Good, that gives us some time. Okay, how smart are you? Come again? Do you know what a car is? Yes, I was just in one before coming here. Okay, cool. Dr. McMillan keeps spare scrubs around here somewhere. I don't know scrubs. They're what I'm wearing. Aha, will they fit? I hope so, God. Great. Should I continue standing out here? No, I guess not. I'll get back inside the bathroom. Okay then. After grabbing the largest pair of scrubs I could find and one large towel, I handed the lot to Edmund in the bathroom. He told me that the scrubs don't fit. The towel should work though, apparently. Great. Come on out. We're walking to my house and grabbing my car. Then we're getting you cute clothes. Wait, we're walking down the house, the street with him just in a towel? I hope my house isn't that far. You really don't need to be doing all of this. It's fine, really. Let's just get you to a place of normalcy before I start asking you questions. Stuff like, why was I a hamster? Yeah, stuff like that. And why did you change when I kissed him? Oh man, this is a fairy tale. Oh geez. I gotta ask. There's no effing way. I gotta ask. Edmund? Yes? Can I ask you a question? Yeah, go for it. You're not a prince, are you? Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore? Nope. But you were. Yep. A prince? Indeed. That got turned into a hamster. You're kidding. Nope. God, he's taken forever with that towel. And I kissed you? And you turned back into a prince. I'm not a prince anymore. For all intents and purposes, you're a prince. Nope, I have no claim to anything anymore except for a tiny metal cage, and I broke that. I hope Mindy's not angry. But I am absolutely not a prince. Shut the hell up. You're a prince. You're a prince because you were a prince then, you were an animal now, you're a prince again. If you insist. I know they are pretty awkward. But how would you go about having a casual conversation, natural conversation for someone who turned from a hamster into a human being? The door opens. He hasn't even tucked the towel in. He's just holding both ends. He probably tried tucking it and couldn't. Edmund, you even look like a prince. But I'm not one. We can continue this discussion later. Alright then. Let's go get my car. We begin walking out of the office and start trudging through the oppressive sun to get to my place. The journey is always longer coming back than it is walking there. We're forced to walk uphill rather than downhill to get to my car. As we walk, sweat drops from my forehead and gets in my eyes. It's nice and cool out here. I don't miss sweating under all that fur. Yes, awkward is the new normal. Hi, Max. I don't know if I've seen you in my streams before, but it's cool to see you here. I'm going to need to address this right away. I can't allow this to start. Okay, so am I going to ban casual hamster references permanently, or do I let it slide? You know, I feel like being nice today. I'm just going to let it slide. I'll let that one slide. Come again? The casual reference to being a hamster. You can't just toss that out there, for God's sake. This is weird, and I want to vomit from stress. I apologize. Please don't. I said I'm letting it slide. Just promise you'll try not to do that. Alrighty then, I promise. My bad. We're almost there. Just a couple more minutes. We're finally somewhere safe in the side yard of my house. Edmund is still a man who was less than 30 minutes ago a hamster. He's also visibly upset. I'm listening to Edmund regulate his breathing. He let out one sigh the moment we stepped in here and hasn't let another one out since. He should be way angrier at me than he is for my weird outburst. Then again, he's a prince. Maybe they just handle themselves a little bit better than, not princes? Peasant folk? Edmund, you said? Yes, miss. He's going to have to cut that miss shit out pretty soon. I'm having trouble talking to him as a normal person. If I start thinking of him as a prince, I'm going to freeze up again for another good 5 hours. Please don't call me that. I apologize, Lucy, then? And please don't apologize. You haven't... I make the mistake of looking him in the eyes. He is still gorgeous. Thankfully a little less naked. I was expecting Edmund to be looking at me with big, sad puppy dog eyes, but his eyes are closer to curious than sad. He's not taking his eyes off of mine. I can't tell if he's studying my face or if he's simply listening, but I feel flattered and caught off my guard regardless. You haven't done anything wrong. I was worried I had offended you somehow. No, you haven't. It's just, this is weird, right? I'm not wrong for thinking this is weird. It's weird. I haven't been treating it that way, but I can only imagine the shock of... Oh, hey, Comfort. Yeah, you get to see some Hot and Stevie visual novel playing, reading, whatever it is. And you missed the nakedness, but hopefully there'll be more of it later on. I'm going to let him finish his thought. I want to see how he phrases it. Watching a naked man rise from the body of what was once a hamster feels like it's a little more than that. I understand what you mean. I didn't actually think that would happen. This felt like a day like any other. I was going about my business as usual. I had just woken up, eaten a few pellets, went to the... He catches my gaze for a moment. Right, well, hamster business. Wood shavings and everything. Wood shavings and everything. I see a young woman pick me up. She kisses me on the nose, and my body returns to me. I'm a little surprised myself. So this is weird for both of us. I don't know. I don't know about Hamtaro. I don't know if I'd say weird. Weird is a strong word, isn't it? We're not close. We're sitting a good few feet apart, but I'm not talking to a prince for a moment. He begins to fidget with his hair. His eyes are a striking blue that attract light and gleam like a brightly lit Christmas tree. Wait. Oh my God, Edmund, you're bleeding. The wounds on his body have begun to leak blood, looking a little more urgent than it had before. I am. Are you okay? Bursting out of that cage hurt a lot, actually, but I'm fine. I thought you said it didn't hurt. What? When did I say that? I don't recall. Do you need a bandage? Wait, what am I saying? Let me go get you a band. Please don't trouble yourself. Honestly, all I'd like is a towel to clean my wounds up a little and find a way to procure some clothes. If I go inside, I'm going to arouse suspicion for my mom. It's way too early to be back from the vet's office. I could sneak inside and grab a towel and come back out again. Then again, he is wearing a towel already. Well, if you want, no, I'm not gonna have him use the towel he's wearing already. I don't need to see his junk again. I'm just gonna sneak inside and grab a towel. I'm not a sleaze, you guys. I'm an upstanding human being. I can run inside to grab you a towel to wipe yourself off with. Would you mind terribly? No, I just have to be a little stealthy about it. No, not option 2. It's too late anyways. Why is that? I'm not supposed to be home yet. I should still be at work, and you don't say statuesque. Or a strange half-naked man. And that would be very difficult to explain to my mom. Oh. Alright. That makes sense. Okay, so I'll be right back. Alright then. I was only once able to remember a time I was this nervous at my own front door. Some of these sentences are some freaking tongue-tied. I can't talk today. A friend of mine had pressured me to try some weed and had dropped me off at home at 3 in the morning. It felt secretive, dangerous, and strange. It had never felt like being seen could be a dangerous thing before. This felt a lot like that. Except I'm sober. In broad daylight. I walk into my house as quietly as I can. I can hear footsteps upstairs. They sound like they are heading toward the stairs, and my heart is already beating out of control. This close to being caught, and I just opened the door. Scream and lunge for the laundry room. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Instead of doing that, I just continue on my way as I had been before. I feel cheated! Cheated, damn you! Screaming would be a really bad idea, and only a brave woman or a complete idiot would do that. Rolling my feet swiftly but quietly, I head towards the laundry room. Luckily, a batch of towels sits inside the dryer unfolded. I grab one. It's worth calming me slightly and begin to head towards the door. The door to the master bedroom upstairs opens. My heart freezes up. It then closes again. I head out toward the side yard, sweating bullets. The door shuts louder than I would have liked. We're leaving. Are you okay? Yes. Fine. Edmund cleans himself up as we walk to the car. Thank you, Lucy. No problem. Edmund has his eyes fixed out of the window, gazing at the streets and the people as they pass us by. His spirits seem to have lifted a bit. I'm still not totally sure where I'm going when he finally speaks up. So, we grabbed your car? I wasn't sure what he was getting at. Yes, I suppose we did, though. Without alerting your mother. Thankfully, yeah. So she probably thinks you're at the vet. That's a plan. Which means I'm lying. I already feel a little worse. What the hell is he getting at? So then, where's she going to think your car went? Well, I took it with me. But didn't you walk? Yeah, but Oops. Oh, man. Hey, Mom! I can hear my voice played back to me just slightly as I talk. I picked up the car. Something came up. I'll explain later, but I don't want you to think it was, like, stolen or anything. Sorry I didn't come in to say hi. Anyway, love you. Bye. Click. If nothing else, that gives me a little more time to think up a decent lie. I hate lying, especially when I'm not necessarily doing something wrong. Should I have abandoned a naked Edmund on the streets for the sake of not having to lie to anyone? Definitely not. He's hot anyways. Probably. No, not probably. Would anyone understand if they caught me lying? Is this a decent excuse? All of these musings come to me as I am forced to select men's clothing from a store. Shirts, pants, underwear, shoes. I don't know if Edmund would be a medium or a large. Maybe an extra large? He's not a small guy, which I guess would preclude the medium sizes. Or would it? I pick up all sorts of varying clothing and shoes. Thrift stores having a sale. It's all amazingly cheap. As I check out, swiping my card through the machine, I ask myself if anyone's going to pay me back for all of this. I don't suppose Mr. Prince can spot me at 20. Whatever, the clothes cost $5 at most, which would be easier to swallow if I was getting paid for my work. Internships. God. Returning to the car, I see Edmund staring out of the window at the bland gray suburbia. I can't see his face. It's turned away from me. If I was sitting where he was, I'd be looking out at the boring, hot mess of colorless concrete with annoyance. They don't have hamster-sized clothing at thrift stores. Who knows, though? Maybe he's doing the time traveler thing where every bit of modern life fascinates him. Or something. He seems fine. Hey, Edmund. Got you some clothes. I think these should fit fine. Nothing fancy, mostly one-size-fits-all stuff. That's very kind of you, Lucy. Thank you so much. It's no problem. So we need to talk this thing out. Thing? Nothing specific, just all of this. What's going on? I think we should grab a bite to eat and sit down to talk somewhere. Sounds good. Have you ever had coffee, Edmund? It's been a while. Would you like some? Certainly. Would it be all right if I also got water? Oh, of course. We are still talking like people. I haven't caught him speaking like a royal or turning his nose up at anything. His poise is remarkable, actually. He grips his seat a little as I start up the car. I take him to a chain coffee shop. I'd take him to a neat underground coffee shop if I knew of any. Oh well, he won't know the difference. Hold on a second. I need a sip of my coffee. I think I've been reading nonstop for 45 minutes. So, I ordered him a black coffee and I put cream and sugar in it, imagining that he would not like coffee's bitter taste at first. I personally got an overly sugary frappuccino. We got our drinks, sat down, and I'm ready to listen. What's with the clouds? My mind is open. I am calm. I don't have to go back to the vet today. I take a deep breath. Begin. What? Begin? How did this begin? What caused you to become a hamster, and how did it turn out that I could kiss you and turn you back into a human? I have no idea. What? I don't know. Oh. I thought you'd know. Yeah, I really don't have a clue. It's all a blur. You're serious? Completely. I'd like to know. I don't though. I think maybe it was a wizard. God. God damn it. A wizard, huh? I don't know. It feels like it would be a spell or something. I remember my 25th birthday. I remember a lot of people passing around alcohol. I remember large castle halls and big promises. One day out of nowhere though, I just kind of realized that I'm a hamster. Like, I was probably a hamster for maybe a few years before I realized that I was one. Could have been a decade, I don't know. Then I had a bit of a crisis, panic. For the first 100? It had to be at least 100 years. For the first 100 years or so, I was a wild hamster, resurrecting as a wild animal over and over again. I would die over and over. Sometimes it would be a hawk. Other times it was a badger or something. Sometimes it would be disease. Sometimes I just die. For, no reason. Then, one day, I was a domesticated hamster. I was placed in a cage and then placed in another cage. A little girl looked after me. I was taken care of, and then I died of old age. For a moment, Edmund is silent. Yeah, well, it's totally, come on, who doesn't wake up as a hamster after getting drunk one day? Getting drunk in Vegas, wandering around, not knowing what the hell you're doing. Okay, let's get off of that tangent. For a moment, Edmund is silent. This is a lot for me to take in, too. Sorry, I'm rambling. I promised I wouldn't do this, but hamsters can't talk. They can't talk to anyone, not even to each other. promised you wouldn't do what again? Casually refer to my previous hamster life. I did make him promise that, didn't I? I don't know. I'm just gonna be playful. You know what? You're off the hook. But you're so not allowed to mention pellets or wood shavings. Edmund smiles, a big, blissful smile. It's refreshing and beautiful. There's laughter in his voice now. I promise I'll be more careful. Yeah, you'd better be. I will, I promise. Good. Now continue. Alright. Well, like I was saying, it's really nice to talk to someone. I'm really enjoying it. A lot. But I couldn't really do that for the past however many years. But one day I came really close. What? To talking with someone else. How? I was taken to a vet, different one than yours, and the vet was taking care of a cat. The cat didn't seem to belong to anyone. It looked like a stray. It was a white cat with orange and brown spots. Something was very different about it, though. Its eyes were moving attentively, glowing a little bit. No one seemed to notice but me. I thought the vet was going to check on the cat's eyes. No such luck. Then out of nowhere, the cat spoke. Not out loud, but when the vet had checked the cat's private parts, I could clearly hear the cat talk. Clearer than any words I heard any human speak. Whoa! What did it say? Watch it, lady. Oh. Yeah, it didn't say another word. Then they said if they didn't find a place for this cat in the next week, they would take it to an animal shelter. Never heard what happened to it. How sad. How long ago was this? Last month. Oh? Yeah, I saw it just a month ago. So this cat's probably still out there. I imagine he's at the animal shelter. He was a testy cat, probably undesirable. He? It had a man's voice. Oh, okay then. Actually, that wasn't the only reason, but that's the easiest to explain. I just kind of knew it was a man. Weird. Yeah, so I can't imagine anyone actually picked him up. I'm silent for a bit, trying to get a handle on my next words. Edmund's put me in a tough spot. I came here to figure out a plan for Edmund, to find him a place to sleep and find out what to do with him. Then he starts up on a story of another animal man. Yeah, she totally is going to go around kissing animals. Another soul trapped inside of an animal's body. After this coffee break, I would be at least halfway through my responsibilities as caretaker? Pet sitter, maybe? Edmund is partially my responsibility, and yet I have no idea what to do with him. Are we really going to get started on saving more animals before I even know what to do with one guy? Even if there are people in need. Edmund. We need a plan. Definitely need a plan. I want to help this guy too, whoever he is. No, wait. Hold on. I don't want to sound like I'm asking you to... I am. I guess I am asking for your help. And I want to help out Edmund. If this guy's trapped like you are, I want to see him freed too. Edmund's silent. He wanted to say something, but he closed his mouth and let me continue speaking. I don't know what to do with you, much less another guy right now. I can't afford food and clothes for two guys, really. Plus, where are you going to sleep? I understand. I'll have to come up with a plan on my own then. No, Edmund, please. I'm not saying I'm not going to help. I want to. I can try to make it work. We just need to think it through a little more. All right. So we should talk about... Jeez. Well, he's got clothes. Probably should talk about shelter, because I don't know if Mom's going to be happy bringing this strange guy home. I suppose we should talk about the shelter situation. All right, shelter. Where are you two going to sleep? I truthfully have no idea. I find myself having to hand wave the idea of him suggesting my bed. He's too polite for that. Well, if it comes down to that, you can stay in my room. I'll have to sneak you in at night. Feels weird. What does? Being referred to as you two already. We're really doing this, aren't we? We are. I hope he's okay. Me too. Thank you for letting us stay in your room. Don't thank me yet, it's kind of a dump. Oh, I guess we go through each one. Food. I imagine you're kind of hungry. A little, yes. A little? Kind of a lot. Well, we'll get you something to eat on our way out. I have a couple $100 in my account right now, as long as you're okay with cup ramen for a while. And by you, of course, I mean both of you. What is cup ramen? Oh, it's a very cheap kind of food. It's not horrible. Even if it is, I'd be alright with that as long as it's food. Of any kind, really. Edmund looks down. His eyes moved vaguely towards his stomach. He's probably hungrier than he's letting on. Okay, good. I just hope that this cat guy is okay with the stuff. Do you think this guy's going to be naked when he transforms? I'm betting he is. I can't imagine he wouldn't be. Alright, then let's make a stop back at the thrift store before heading to the animal shelter. Lucy? Yes? You do know I'm not positive that's where he is. I figured as much. Okay. I'm just going to grab him the cheapest clothes I can find. He'll have to go shoeless. They only had one pair of flip-flops at the thrift store. Or he can use mine. You're too nice, Edmund. What if it turns out he's a jerk? Then he's a jerk that's been trapped in a cat body. He has my sympathy. If you say so. That seems to about cover it. So, are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be, I guess. I got Edmund a panini on the way out of the coffee shop. He ate it very loudly. I imagine it's been a long time since he's been forced to chew with his mouth closed. Whenever I look away, all I hear is repulsive smacking sounds. When I turn to see him, though, it becomes much more forgivable. He smiles whenever I catch his eyes. Then I turn back toward the road. The crunching and smacking then resumes. Man, that'd drive me crazy. Is the mouth open eating because of the years of being a hamster? Really? Because I know plenty of men who have been gross for a good decade that do that. Men. Ugh. Tell me about it, men. Edmund is looking intently around the shelter. He's probably looking harder than I am. I'm looking for a white cat with orange and brown spots. He's looking for the undeniable spark of human intelligence. I'm not sure if I've ever seen the undeniable spark of human intelligence. Then again, if it's undeniable, wouldn't I have noticed it by now? Whatever. Edmund grabs my hand occasionally when he pulls me toward the next section of the shelter. I take extra good care to not noticeably caress his hand when he does this. Ooh, getting fresh already. I just let him pull me to the next set of cages. He's becoming disheartened as he's looking. Edmund, there are other shelters in town. I know there's at least one more. Well, that's good. That doesn't take away from the fact that he's losing a bit of hope. Is this him? I say, pointing to a black cat with a single orange spot. He examines it closely. Absolutely not. How do you know? This cat is black and has only one spot. Plus, he's just a cat. Again, how do you know? His eyes are, well, not unintelligent, just they're cat eyes. Okay, then. I take a deep sigh and continue following Edmund. I think he heard me sigh. He grips my hand tighter. It makes me feel a little better. If I'm not mistaken, there's a small amount of blush in his face. Aww, it's already getting cute. Alright. That is until... Oh my god. There he is. Aw, he's cutie. Just an ordinary brown and orange cat. He's looking up at us attentively. I don't see any glowing, but I see one thing that's peculiar. I have his attention. I've never had a cat's attention before. This one's awake, looking at me, waiting for a reply. It's listening, or maybe just being polite. This is him, Edmund? This is him. Quick, kiss him. What? No. While he's in the cage? That'll kill him. Right. Edmund rubs his back for a second as he acknowledges me. I bet his back still hurts. That looked painful. Adopt him? Yeah, I guess that's the only way this is happening. I lean down towards the cat's nose. He has bright green eyes. His eyes follow mine. Hey, little guy. For some reason, I await a reply. Do you know if he can talk? That may have been just when I was an animal. Okay, then. I pet the top of the cat's head for a split second. The cat tucks its neck in to avoid my fingers. The sign on the cat's cage door says his name is Apollo. So we adopted Apollo. He's not doing too well in there. The cage is rattling around as Edmund carries Apollo in his little cat cab. The cat does not sound happy. I'm sure I'll be fine. We're almost home. Even if my parents were home, now that Edmund's in clothes, I can dismiss him as a friend and Apollo as his new cat. When we arrive home, however, the driveway is empty, so I don't have to lie about anything. Here we are. Once we're in my backyard, I open the cage. I don't do that thing where you stick your face into the cage to prevent the cat from coming out. Edmund says this thing must be human. It must understand our intentions, at least to some degree. I'm holding a fresh set of clothes. As the cat walks out, his gaze looks around as if evaluating his new surroundings. He's not as panicky as he was in the car. All right, if you can understand me, I need you to stay still. The cat looks up for a second, then continues to walk. Apollo, please come here. No such luck. I walk towards Apollo. He walks just a little faster than me. A classic cat move. I swear to you he's human. He's gotta be, says Edmund, not realizing that if this cat is human, he's acting like a complete asshole. I finally walk Apollo into a corner underneath the table. I kneel down and hold him still. The cat is fidgeting hard, trying to get loose. I kiss his ear while I still have the chance. His eyes grow wide. His body begins to mutate. What was once a cat is now a lump of flesh, not restrained like the flesh I had seen before. As this cat began to grow arms, began to grow legs, they started to splay out. It was as if this large body had been trapped inside of a tiny cat prison all along. His limbs splayed out, seeking to stretch until they ripped right off. Smooth black hair began to form on top of his head. Well, when all was said and done, the quiet remained. The light began to fade. A man stood up in front of me. And he's naked. Muscular, chiseled, tall. Thick, expressive brows. Green eyes. Naked as the day he was born. Perhaps nakeder. Okay. Hi. Was I a cat just a second ago? Beautiful. Damn it! This confused, horrified man is also gorgeous. He's speaking. That shirt. And those pants. Those wouldn't happen to be for me, would they? They are. Swell. He stood there for another minute, paralyzed. This man clearly isn't the enlightened paragon of composure that Edmund was. And here I am absent-mindedly staring at his junk, just as shamefully as before. Would it be perfectly alright if I took those threads off of your hands? Yes, certainly. I mean, wait! Yes. Yeah, of course. I said, turning my head away and handing the naked man the shirt and pants. He was done only a second later. Miss? You can look now. Turning back, the clothes fit his form pretty well. His form is still clearly visible underneath his outfit. May I ask what just happened? It's as if we both forgot we were going to have to explain this plan all over again. I think maybe we should head back to the coffee shop. This might take a minute. Alright then. It didn't get less jarring. I wish that they didn't have to be naked when they appeared. Kind of. I'm Lucy. My name's Edmund. Well, you two, I guess it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Frank Tomlinson. But you can call me Frankie. Or Frank. Whatever floats your boat. Oh, chapter 2. I have a feeling we'll maybe get through maybe 3 chapters today. Maybe. Not a clue. Why were you transformed? Okay, that I need to swap the words there. Nope, no idea. Not even a little? Nuh-uh. Huh. Sorry I couldn't help you again. I apologize. Could I get your name one more time? Oh, it's Lucy. Right, I apologize, Miss Lucy. Just Lucy is fine. Alright then. He's odd. His eyes move towards his watch slightly every 2 minutes or so. Or rather, his watch wrist. And you're Edward? Edmund. It's a pleasure. sorry if I'm not entirely here. This is very strange for me. I barely remember a thing. My head is spinning. I didn't even have time to realize I was a human before I realized I was naked. It was one wackadoo moment after another, if you don't mind me saying. I know, she's a little bit shameless. Kind of feels like me in real life a little bit. No, I'm lying. It's not totally like me. I could really use a drink. Yeah, sure, yes. I'm saying as I'm getting up and walking over to the fridge. Getting a guest a drink feels like a more welcome, comfortable task than trying to weasel answers out of an amnesiac from... Wait, he's not a prince too, is he? What would you like, Frank? You know what? A cold soda pop would really hit the spot. What? Yeah, sure, give me a second. 1 second. Thanks, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. My body freezes up for a moment. I don't know how to react in situations like this. Did he just call me sweetheart? I feel... No, I'm not going to be offended. I'm just going to be confused. Confused? No one's ever called me that before, much less a stranger. It was a shock day for her. These jokes are killing me. I'm not offended, I'm just caught off guard. And what was with wackadoo anyway? Being the closest thing I have to a confidant, I look over to Edmund to see if he heard that too. Edmund is raising his eyebrow at me. He seems as bewildered as I am. I'm a little surprised that he is, actually. I guess I didn't expect him to know why I feel the way I do. He lifts his shoulders at me, confused. He whispers to me just loud enough for me to hear. What is soda pop? Oh. Well, never mind then. I guess I'm alone in this feeling. I pour him a glass of soda and place it down in front of him. Thanks, I'm parched. He chugs it down like he's going to take it all in one big gulp, but stops himself halfway through, looking at me. I find myself feeling a little better after seeing his face. I still feel strange, but I don't think this was his intention. I feel the way one feels when dealing with an old person. I appreciate the fact that you think I'm the cat's pajamas granddad, or I would if I knew what that even means. Frank is silent for a moment. Are you alright? Is everything okay, Lucy? You seem irked. Everything's fine. I don't want to sound bitchy. I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, everything's totally fine. I was somewhere else for a second. If you insist. He gives me a strange, perturbed look, pursing his lips and looking down. Taking another sip of his soda, he closes his eyes for a second, frowning, then opens his eyes again to stare at me. So, you were saying? Oh, yes, are you sure there's nothing else you can remember? Not really. I know that I must have been a cat for some time. Like, how long? At least 30 years. 30? Oh, don't worry. We'll get our bear soon enough. And yes, we do have to kiss a bear. Yeah, about that. Really? At least, if not longer. Edmund and I trade glances. Kinda have to. I'm tempted briefly to giggle to myself. That feels like no time at all, 30 years. But I haven't even been alive that long. Edmund has lived lifetimes longer than Frank. It'd be tough to tell him what's happened. Enough about me, though. May I ask who you people are? No, wait, Frankie, what is the last year you remember being a human? Oh, 1958. My eyebrows raise. That's a lot longer than 30 years. Why? What year is it? Well, it's 2017. Frankie's eyebrows raise slightly. His head shakes a little bit as if trying to snap himself out of a nasty dream. 2017? Yes. That's something. Frankie straightens himself out, holding his forehead. He looks up around him. His eyes rest for a moment on the microwave in the refrigerator. 2017, that's something. That's really something. May I use your restroom? Yeah, sure, across the hall. Take a left. He stumbles toward the bathroom, his shoulders tense and his steps uneasy. Hey, Edmund? Yeah, Lucy? Why weren't you that shocked by what year it is? I had a lot of time to think, I guess. I told myself that I might be a hamster forever, considered it possible that I may see the end of the world. I lost hope after about 100 years. Realized that if this continued, I could wake up any year. Could have been 3017. Could have been year 10,017. Anything if I just kept reappearing. I could have gone another 1,000 years without anything changing. 2017 seems relatively early now. Yeah, but this guy hasn't had the time I've had to think about all of this. The door to the bathroom opens up and Frankie begins to stumble outside. I didn't hear the toilet flush. He's either inconsiderate, 1950s toilets don't work how I thought they did, or he didn't actually go to the bathroom. I'm guessing it's that last one. He sits back down, his eyes still trying to focus on something. He gulps down the rest of his soda, takes a breath. This isn't how I would have pictured the distant year 2000. Well, I stopped myself. It's been 17 years since 2000. I wasn't even a teenager. It seems like so long ago. Anything big I should know about? I guess the Cold War never heated up. That's good. Smoking's bad for you. How bad? Pretty bad. Oh. Can you die from it? Sometimes. Like, what are the odds? I don't know. Not good if you do it for a long time. Anything else? Technology is absolutely ridiculous. I guess that. I see my owners constantly sitting at weird flat television screens. It goes pretty deep. Give me an example. Instant mail. Instant how? Instant. Wow. Is it pipes? What? Like, do pipes teleport the letters between people? It's not real mail, it's information. You type on the television screen and it shows up on your friends' television screens. Oh, wow. Maybe I should stop. This doesn't seem to be helping him. He's still playing with his hair. Maybe it's a nervous habit. This is a weird moment. He's having way more trouble with this than Edmund did. How did you find me in that pussycat? Could you not say it like that? Regardless, how? I did. I was just like you. I was trapped as a hamster for even longer than you were. For whatever reason, I could just tell that was you. Wait, hold on, pal. Did you say hamster? Yeah? I saw you at a vet once. You were weird looking. You coughed and it was your voice. I've seen you. Yeah, Lucy here kissed me by chance and changed me back. No kidding. Yeah. Well, Ms. Lucy, I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. It's nothing. How many others like me are there? We don't know then. I guess. No. Sounds like those guys need help. Hold on, Frankie. I don't know if I can support more than you two. No need, I can take care of myself. I'll sleep out on the street if I need to. I won't be bothering you. Edmund and I already talked about that. Until we figure out a more permanent solution, you can stay in my room. I understand, but I really can't take care of myself. I'll get a motel room. With what money? When I was younger, I buried a couple $dozen off of Forado Drive. What? Where's that? It's down 2nd Street. Where are we? Southern California. Oh. Plus a couple $dozen isn't really that much money anymore. What do you mean? Edmund's just sitting there quietly. This is getting awkward. Getting awkward? It's been awkward. I don't know how to answer that. What can a couple $dozen buy me? Either one. Movie and a dinner? Oh, then yeah, I may have to stay with you then. It's okay, we planned for this. And the sun's going down anyway. I'm feeling pretty tired. Oh, come on, let's get you into my room. Here you go, guys. I hand a sandwich off to Edmund and Frankie. I saw them just chatting idly. Thanks, Lucy. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. He's pausing for laughter. Was that still new to him? Edmund smiling at it. For the first time since Edmund changed, I feel like I might actually be in over my head. Really, a whole horse. Not literally. Oh, okay, good. It was a joke. I was kidding. Well, it is clearly a lie, especially if you live in Chicago. I thought it was funny. I don't have the heart to tell them. Thanks for the sandwich, Lucy. Yeah, really, thanks a lot. No problem. So I can sleep on the floor if one of you guys. No, absolutely not. Not happening. You should sleep in the bed. I'm fine on the floor. Oh, well, all right then. The sun is beginning to set outside. I wouldn't normally sleep so soon, but I'm really tired and it's been a long day. So I decide to give myself a rest this time around. Well, I suppose it's about time. Huh? Wait, what's going on? Hmm? Frankie, you okay? No, I feel weird. Nothing's happening. Wait, no, something is totally happening. What the? Uh-oh. Frank? Help me! His body contracted and he was transformed back into a cat. He's staring up now with his cat eyes, shocked and horrified. Quick, kiss him! It's now it's now just a little weirder knowing who's inside of the body of this cat. But regardless, I lean in and peck him on the forehead. Lo and behold, he changes back into a human. What in the Sam Hill was that? I don't know. Why isn't this happening to me? My stomach's still queasy. I don't think it's so. Ah! And just as quickly as he turned back, he is a cat again. I'm staring in disbelief, horrified. He's still in his cat body, but running away from me this time. Kiss him again! Hurry! Kiss him! Better this time! I'm lunging. I'm just gonna lunge for him. I nearly topple my desk over reaching for him. He dashes out of my way, panicked out of his mind. He clearly doesn't want to be kissed again. What do we do? Apollo mewls and his hair stands on end. I don't know. Well, that seemed to happen when the sun was setting. It's nighttime now. Maybe it has something to do with the night. I don't know why it wasn't me. Me neither. Lucy, this is bad. I can already tell why he's saying that. I'm feeling an intense sense of responsibility right now. Because they depend on me. Frankie's sad cat eyes are still staring directly at mine. He's looking at me for help and I can't do anything. Edmund's looking at me with a horrified frown. I can't just leave this now. We've got to figure out what's happening to them. If they can turn back at any time, then they need me to turn them human again. If I'm gone, they could be animals for years. This is bad. This is bad. I'm scared. Me too. A long silence persists after Edmund and I reassure each other a few more times that this is bad. 15 minutes of silent panic ensues. A were-human? They're all were-humans. So what now? Well, we sleep, I guess. We don't know if we can't change them in the morning. We sleep until then. What do you think, Frankie? Frankie's eyes have calmed. He's at unease and unable to rest. You can sleep in my bed if you want to. Frankie stares silently at the ground for a moment. After he's done thinking to himself, he walks past Edmund and jumps up onto my bed. He needs the place on my bed where my feet are supposed to go. This is so strange. I know. I don't know why I'm not changing. Can you change at will? You mean like decide to become a hamster? No, I don't even know how I'd begin to do that. Think hamster thoughts. What, like pellets? Yeah. I already tried that, like all day. So I got up. I grabbed Edmund some blankets and a pillow. I looked around the house to see if my parents had returned. They had not yet, so I went downstairs and grabbed a mattress. Dragging the mattress into my room took a couple of minutes. In between leaving my room and coming back, Frankie had drifted off to sleep. A ray of moonlight sat on his body, and he was snoring lightly, barely audibly. It was odd to look at him. A cat I had to treat like a human. This was life now. Time for sleep, then. I guess it is. All right. Well, good night, Edmund. Good night, Lucy. No, I've had mean hamsters that bite your fingers off. Now we have to search for the others. If there are others. We need as many clues as to what's going on as we can find. And we need to help as many lost souls and animal bodies as we can find. If I quit on them now, they could be lost for another 100 years or more. The point where I could... I'm getting tongue-tied again. The point where I could have decided that I didn't want any part of this has long passed. That makes me sad and scared. I never expected to kiss a prince back to life, never expected to be swept off my feet and taken to a life of comfort and ease, but I double wasn't expecting to be swept off my feet and taken to a life of arduous responsibility and horrifying consequence. Edmund is taking large breaths as he sleeps, though not snoring. As I'm trying to fall asleep, the image comes to my mind of switching from really tiny lungs to really big lungs and enjoying the extra air. Frankie the cat is snoring a little and rubbing against my foot. This isn't all bad, but I'm scared. I'll pick you guys up at 3 o'clock, and then we're going to check by the closest pet stores, okay? Where's she going? Work? Where? Vet? You're a vet? I'm an intern. Wait, what's that? I'm not paid to be there. So you're an apprentice? No. Why not? This is for experience and to put on my work record. Yeah, that's an apprentice. Yeah. I'm not an apprentice. Lucy, there's nothing wrong with being an apprentice. You're young, it's okay. But I'm not... Okay, sure, yes, I am an apprentice. You know, that's not a bad thing, right? I doubt this joke was funny even in your time. Yeah, sure, hit below the belt, that's fine. I thought it was funny. So she's going to work. Where are you going? Where are we going? I'm dropping you guys off at an outside mall. Oh, neat. I'm looking forward to it. It's a sad place, this mall. Our town isn't quite big enough to support an entire mall, especially when there's a better one 20 minutes away, but they'll enjoy it. I'm not sure if they'll be able to know the difference between an awful mall and a good mall. Are there good malls? I'll drop you off at the coffee shop there. Same one we went to? Nope. Okay. Do whatever you guys like. Sorry I can't drop you guys off with any money. I don't have cash on me. Be back there at 3 o'clock. You got it. No problem. Okay, here. This place. 3 o'clock. You got it, Lucy. Whatever you say. They're giggling to each other as I leave. I wonder what they're laughing at. Slow day. Slower than usual. My mind keeps drifting into uncomfortable places. Is there any chance I could pawn these guys off onto anyone else? I don't have time for them. I'm sitting at my desk at the doctor's office, occasionally checking social media and reading comics. I should be doing something more, but I'm not. What if Edmund and Frankie get lost? What if they offend someone? Frankie probably doesn't know how to talk to women, judging by his earlier term of endearment. Oh my god, what if they got arrested? I should buy them a burn phone, just so I can keep in touch. But with what money? We need that money for gas to go over to the other pet stores to find more guys that I'm going to have to take care of. Will I need to buy them burn phones too? Lucy? Oh, hi doctor, is everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What are you still doing here? I'm off at 3. It's 3:30. What? My worst fear is that I'm going to have to wander the mall, calling out Edmund and Frankie like they're my children. They won't be at the place I left them. Then I'm going to have to run all around the mall screaming. Then someone's going to say, "Excuse me, miss, are you looking for your children?" And I'll say, "No, it's 2 tall, attractive men who are from a distant time. They're my responsibility." And then they'll say, "Oh, look, there she is." Huh? Hey, Lucy. Hey there, you're late. Oh, hey guys, come on in. So how was your days, guys? Oh, it was the bee's knees, Lucy. Me and Eddie here had a blast. I, too, had a lot of fun. Oh? Wow, that's good to hear. What'd you guys do? So, seeing as we didn't have any money, we went to the coffee shop and we were all, "Hey there, sweetheart. Any chance you could fix us up with some freebies?" Frank here is quite the ladies' man. And the gal behind the counter gave us free coffees. The servings were really small, but they were free. Were they samples? I don't know, but they were pretty tasty. I thought so too. So we went over to the ice cream place, and Frank did it again. The little lady behind the counter had some odd piercings, but she was a real looker. He got us free spoonfuls of ice cream. I got sherbet. Yeah, Eddie's never had sherbet before. Wait a minute. And then he did it a third time. I know the heavy rain references. Spoonfuls of gelato. They didn't have a strawberry like I wanted at the ice cream place, but their French vanilla wasn't bad. He wasn't able to get us anything free at the sandwich shop. There was a man behind the counter, so my charms fell on deaf ears, sadly. Free sandwiches would have been something else, let me tell ya. And we spent the rest of our time trying on hats. Hat Place just lets you try them for free. Fancy that, huh? And that was our day. How was yours? Oh, it's fine. Good. Glad to hear it, Lucy. Yeah. So we're just about up on our first stop. Here's my plan. There are 5 pet stores in town, 2 animal shelters, a store dedicated to puppies, and a nearby zoo. Over the next week, we'll check by all those places and find anyone we can. Edmund and Frankie both nod their heads in agreement. I want to do that in only a couple of days. Nodding. If I have to, I'll get my best friend Katie to help me out with the load, but only if things get ridiculous. If by the time we've scoured the entire town we still don't have any clue what's going on, well, I don't know. I'll have to do something. I understand. Me too. Here we are. First stop. Topham. I wonder if I'll be able to see a trap person like I was able to with Eddie. I believe you will. I recall about a decade back I saw a dog that was also a person, but I don't know where they would be now. Well, all right then. Okay, Edmund. You go around the left while Frankie... There! They both point in the very same direction. I actually can't even see in that direction, and I'm not convinced they can either. Whatever they're pointing at is behind several empty cages. We all walk over to where they're pointing. That's a guy. He's human. What's more, he's a guy. How can you tell? Well, I mean, look at him. It's a ferret. There's nothing overwhelmingly male about him. Just a little ferret. He's got sand in his cage and that he's digging around in frantically. Moving very fast. He's very excitable. He's very cute, even if I don't know why his name is Stash and he seems to be going completely nuts. We gotta save him. He's young. I don't know why I know that, but he's young. His cage says he's a year old. No, that's not what I mean. Whatever. Okay, then. I walk over to a store employee asking about the ferret. His name is in fact Stash. He was named by a previous employee with a weird sense of humor. But he's a little too wild and maybe we want to consider a different ferret. We tell him no, he's perfect. We'd like to take him, please. Oh my god. Yikes! I'm trying to drive, but the sound of rattling behind me is incessant. He really, really, really wants out of there. What should we do? We're taking him home, aren't we? If it's okay. He's very, very loud. Oh, shit. That's right, he is loud. What if he wrecks my house? What if he wrecks my house as a human? Frankie, do you have the clothes ready? I do. We're pulling over. We've got to do this now. All right. Want me to hold him down? Yes. Okay, you ready, Edmund? Ready? Are you ready, Frank? About as ready as a man holding down a ferret so a young lady can smooch it can possibly be. Ready. Edmund's finger is on the latch for the cage. Frankie's ready to grab him. I can't believe that my job in this horrifying little setup we've got here is to kiss this thing. But here we go. Ferrets need more love than they're given. 3, 2, 1. Go. Edmund unlatches the lock. Frankie dives his hand into the cage. He begins to flinch at the numerous scratches that Stash seems to be giving him. Got him! Frankie pulls out the ferret. His arms extend far away from his body. The ferret has naturally scratched all the way down Frankie's arms. As Frankie brings it closer to my face, my heart freezes up. This thing is almost certainly going to scratch my face off. I tell myself not to think, not to dwell. Just do it. Do it! Just do it! I launch my head toward the ferret. Chapter 3. All right. Whoa. Now that's a kiss. What? Hi, I'm Kyle. What's your name? Well, I'm going to stammer like an idiot. Did he? How do I, hey, jerk. Hands off the lady. I'm sorry. Can I help you, big guy? No, but you can explain yourself to our friend here. Oh? Kyle's eyes turn back to me, then back to Frankie. This lady here? Yeah. Okay then, Tiny, whatever you say. Alright, this music's too loud. There we go, that's better. He looks back toward me, his eyes laced with confusion and a slight annoyance. Well, I was a ferret, you kissed me, I changed into a human, and then we were making out. He then looks back over to Frankie. That's all I can remember. Care to fill in any gaps, tough guy? Are you making fun of me, asshole? Yeah, a little. Try not to take it so personally. Kyle walks over, grabs Frank's hand, and shakes it firmly and wildly before he's able to react. Name's Kyle Yang. It's a pleasure. He looks back over to me as if I'm an afterthought. In all seriousness, though, sorry if I startled you. It wasn't my intention. Edmund is staring, still not having spoken a word. Hey, I'm Kyle. What's your name? I'm Edmund the Seventh. I dig the name, Edmund the Seventh. It's regal and like, I don't know, princey. And I don't believe I got your name, girlie. What do you go by? I don't even think I have the capacity to be offended by girlie right now. This guy's a tornado. Lucy. Name's Kyle Yang. I may have already said that. So, thanks for saving me, Lucy. That was really cool of you. I didn't think I was going to get out of that one. I mean, both the cage and the ferret body. You saw me digging, though, right? I was really close. Kept hitting bedrock, though. I'm kidding. It was plastic. I wasn't going anywhere without you guys. Yeah, you're welcome. You guys wouldn't happen to have any clothes on you, would you? Oh yeah, Frankie does. Wow, you guys thought of everything. He steps over to Frankie, just about half a head shorter than him. I didn't even have time to process that he was naked. And crazy. A crazy naked. He's got a slender body, lean and trim. He's also hot. I'd really like it if one of these guys turned out to be ugly. It would at least be easier to deal with. I'm hoping this isn't just some sort of horrible hot guy curse. Frankie's looking down on him like he's an ant, annoyed and flustered. Lucy says you've got some duds for me. Duds? Yep. Sorry about the tiny comment before, pal. Didn't mean to offend you. Nothing personal. None taken, Frankie says as Kyle hurriedly puts on his new shirt. Unfortunately, I forgot the pants. Oh? I was under the impression that you guys were expecting me to turn into a human. I was gonna ask later. Seemed weird. Yep, we sure were. Forgot the pants, though. Must be my big, stupid brain. Did you really forget the pants? Oh yeah, I'm a real knucklehead. We'll have to get you back home commando. Ah, cool. That's fine. There's a nice breeze out. Kyle half-heartedly chuckles to himself while Frankie looks down on him with a cold, smug smile on his face. Just give him his damn pants. Frankie? Yeah, what's up, Lucy? Give Kyle the pants. I forgot them. They're at home. They were at least in the car. I made sure. No, they're at home. Frankie! All right. Frankie drops the pants on Kyle unceremoniously. Here you go, tough guy. Thanks. Whew. I'm humbled. Don't thank me. She got them for you. Oh, thanks, Lucy. Yeah, it's no problem. They've got ducks on them. Which is cool, I mean. I love ducks. But yeah. So where are we heading? My house. We'll explain everything on the way. Wait, no. We can't go to my house yet. It's Friday, right? I think so. Yeah, my parents are home. I already said that. Oh, so where are we going? Well, there's a great bar nearby where I can get... Wait, a bar? How do you know about this place? I grew up here, man. I know this town like the back of my paw. I'm kidding, of course. I mean hand. What am I, some kind of douche? Anyway, there's a bar nearby where I can get free drinks. I'm feeling pretty skeptical about that. None of us know how long Kyle's been a ferret for yet. Might put a dent in his plans. And I could really, really go for a drink. Actually, yeah, so could I. I've never had a beer. Whoa. No, I'm sure he's had alcohol. It's not that, Kyle. We'll explain. So, bar? Hard to refuse a free drink. Sounds good to me. I guess I can't really suggest anything else. Let's get going. I want to hear what's going on here. I'm thirsty for knowledge and beer. Holy cow, my throat's starting to get scratchy. I've been reading and talking for so long. Boy. Hey, wait, Lucy. Hmm? I know you were just trying to be nice. What's his face? Kyle there? I do like, I agree with you, Kasea. I do like the snarky assholes. The nice guys are a little boring. But why do you jump to his defense so soon? Guy could have lasted another minute or two without pants to learn his lesson. Oh, well. He keeps breaking out. No. Express desire for clean car seats. I didn't want his bare ass all over my back seat. Yes, Kyrie was my favorite in Osmafia too. Both on the same page there. And not to spoil anything, but Kyle is my favorite in this game. I didn't want to... Okay. What? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, you do want to clean up the crotch smell off my... Wait, do you want to clean up the crotch smell off my seats? I really, really don't. Yeah, neither do I. Oh, it's all... I have a really nice man in real life. Let me have a little bit of fun with the bad boys in games. Okay, I guess I can get behind that. I don't think I've ever been to a real bar before. I've been to restaurants with bars before where the waiters are all really happy and they always have specials on food. This place is an actual bar, I guess. No advertisements on the wall. No one waiting for you at the front. It's a little strange being in here, though the guys all seem to be acting naturally. As we all approach the bar, I feel like I'm undercover. As if someone could see me at any minute and say, "Hey, she's not supposed to be at a bar. She's only 22. Kyle starts rubbing his hands together. Leave this one to me. The guy behind the counter is older, has slick back hair, not intimidating really, but he would not fit in with the decor of an Applebee's. Hey there, how's it going? Not bad. Awesome. Well, we're doing great. Glad to hear it. What'll it be? Actually, I was wondering if I could talk to, any chance that Foster's working tonight? Who? Uh-oh. No one. So, hey, we're good friends, right? What? We go back a long way, right? You and I? No. Yeah, I was good friends with Foster and wait, is Dougie still around? Who the fuck are you talking about? Dougie, he was a bartender. He had red hair, wore these big, thick shirts with stuff on them. He'd get me free drinks occasionally, and I was wondering, oh yeah, I remember you. What's his face? The guy with the weird skunk hair. Yeah, you and I have had some great times. Great times. Whenever you'd come in, everyone would start saying, "Aw, old skunk hair." Everyone loves him. And his skunk hair. Let me guess. One on the house? Yeah. Great. Yeah. Oh, I'm reading lines that aren't there. That. Yeah, that. Anything for a friend. Let me whip you up the usual, buddy. The bartender dives behind the counter for about 15 seconds, then puts a tall bar glass of water on the counter. There you are. Just the way you like it, pal. Kyle's speechless. I watch his eyes shift all around the bar for just a minute until he finally speaks. Actually, could I get a beer? Is my drink not good enough for you? No, it looks great. Very refreshing. Thanks, pal. Come back with money. Dejected, Kyle walks away from the counter, sitting onto a nearby table, leaving his water at the bar counter. Sitting onto? I've never heard of that phrase before. Ouch. That guy's an asshole. He wasn't pleasant. Are you sure that this is the right place? I had my doubts when I saw that the name of the place had changed, and the layout, and building, and the bartenders were all different. Jukebox is gone. So's the pool table. They're serving wine now? No live music. Same place. But yeah, not the same place. But this is the place. Yeah. So, no drink then? Afraid not, big guy. Sorry about that. That's actually kind of sad. Look, I know I gave you a hard time back there in the alleyway. Sorry about that. Nah, it's fine. I'm cool. Yeah, but you need your after-transformation drink. I had mine. Me too. Wait, what? Yeah, we were all treated to a drink after we transformed. I guess they were, yeah. I'll be a nice person. Offer Kyle a beer like a good person. Did you want a beer, Kyle? Not gonna lie. Yeah, kind of. Okay, here. I give him a little more money than I think a beer costs in a bar, just in case. Enjoy. You've had a hard day so far. But this can't become a thing. What? You mean the after-transformation drink? So there are others? Please don't call it that. This is a one-time thing, except for twice accidentally with these two. Wait, were you guys also animals? I'm afraid so. We've all been cursed somehow. I was a cat. I was a hamster. Oh, wow. So hey, thanks for saving me, Lucy, again. Oh yeah, sure, no problem. But we're not done yet. What do you mean? I don't think we broke the curse. Last night I turned back into a cat. Oh shit. Yeah, this seems to go deeper than we realize. That's not good. Does that mean I'm gonna turn back into a... I was a ferret, right? You don't know? I think I was beginning to find stuff out about myself. But it's not like I had a name for myself. Not like, hi there, I'm Kyle the Ferret. Stash, actually. What? Nothing. Go on. You kind of go through life nameless as an animal. I think I was beginning to realize that I wasn't just an animal, but I couldn't have thought of a name like Ferret. Kyle, what year do you last remember? Not yet, please. What? No, what year is it? Shit. I don't want to know what year it is yet. I don't want to know how long I've been out. It would really help us, Kyle. Can I at least grab my beer first? Yeah, sure. Kyle wanders back to the bar. I can see the bartender nodding. Kyle's taking a minute to talk. Maybe he's explaining himself. I feel kind of bad about before. He wasn't acting entirely agreeable either. Yeah, but this has to be a really confusing day for him. It's okay, Frankie. I think he forgives you. That was really kind of you to get him a beer for him. This is a one-time thing. Well, it was kind of you anyway. Thanks. Kyle comes back holding a large glass of golden fizzy beer. He's half smiling, trying to put on a happy face. He's troubled, though. He's not hiding it well. Hey there. Doing all right? Yeah, they didn't have my favorite, but I don't mind. I'm just happy to have something cool in my hand. That's good. So Kyle. His face drops and he sighs through his nose. What? Kyle interrupts me. Ugh. Last year I remember is 1982. Let's rip the band-aid right off. What year is it now? 2017. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's a long time. Holy shit. I'm over 50 years old. Holy shit. Oh god. Kyle, are you alright? It's okay. Fuck, I don't know. Please calm down. Fuck, I'm over 50. I'm 58 years old. Holy shit. It's okay. I'm over 70 years old. I'm hundreds of years old. Wait, what? Wait, so you guys are... I think I was cursed in 1958. I was actually a prince. Well, I don't believe you, but 1958, really? We get at least a couple more animals to kiss. Don't you worry. I'll be surrounded by hot men's. Huh? Yeah, I'm at least 20 years older than you. I'm not kidding, I was a prince in the year... You don't look 70, man. You don't look 50. He's telling the truth, Kyle. Thank you, Lucy. When I was only 18 years old, No, Edmund, not right now. He doesn't believe you. We're talking about Frankie. What? That's ridiculous. He believes Frankie, but not me? Why, I say that's absurd. Absurd. I think I'm drinking the way I'm talking. Have I some reason to be set aside? Forsooth, young miss, I do resent your words. I apologize. That? Huh? 70's a lot of years, Frankie. Yeah, you're telling me. I guess I feel a little better. I'm glad to hear it, guys. I'm sorry I didn't make things weird, did I? Eddie, do you maybe wanna sit an inning out? What? Cool off, pal. Just a minute. Everything's cool. We're all friends here. Just maybe sit this one out. Okay. His speech does give him away. So how did you find us, Lucy? Can you, like, see people who have been cursed? Actually, when I first found Edmund. Oh, criminy. What? Oh, it's happening again. It's happening right now. Someone help me. What the hell is that? Oh my god, he's turning back into a cat. Oh, crap. Edmund is staring, horrified, but his lips are pressed tight. He's still trying not to talk. I don't want to turn back. Someone, help! We've got to get him out of here. We push Frankie outside and into an alleyway. Nighttime again. Why on earth? Oh my god, Edmund. You can talk. It's fine. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Am I going to change too? We don't know. It's just been Frankie so far. Oh. Because I don't feel any different. It's only been happening at nighttime. And it's nighttime now, so if you're not changing, you're probably not going to. All right, then. Frankie is now, once again, completely a cat. Kyle stares down at him, his mouth hanging agape. Well, isn't that just the damnedest thing? Apollo comes up to me, letting me pick him up. In a dirty bar alley, things have once again calmed down. We have half-full beers sitting in the bar. I guess we're just leaving them behind. It's getting late. I'm going to call my parents, see if they're home. Why? We're staying at her house, but she's keeping strange men in her room, and her parents might not approve of us. Totally not approve. I don't think it's a deserted town, but usually in games like these, you don't see very many other character sprites. That's VNs in a nutshell. They don't know? We're a little hard to explain. Oh, Lucy, I don't need a place to stay. What? Yeah, I'm good on the streets. Trust me. I've done it a lot. Why do all of you guys offer to sleep out on the streets? No, I'm not letting you guys sleep on the streets. I've done it before, Lucy, really. Okay. I'm growing tired of this. Time to lay down the law. I need you guys to stop being so self-sacrificing. I appreciate it, but it's exhausting. And I need you guys to stop. Kyle looks offended somehow. Edmund is looking down ashamed. Frankie is in my arms, staring up at my eyes attentively. You're my responsibility. I'm sorry that you can't just run off and start a new life. Like it or not, you need me. Okay? I understand. Thank you, Lucy. Frankie doesn't say anything. He's a cat. Lucy. Thanks for the offer, but I'm going to have to decline. What? I'm seriously better off on the streets. I can handle it. Thanks, though. Okay, but what happens when you turn into a ferret again? Then, I don't know, I'll figure something out. Like what? I don't know, there are ways, plenty. I've been homeless before. Kyle, really, I know you're super good at digging through wood chips, but I need you to come with me. And I really need you to cut me some slack. I'm fine. Cut you some slack, you? Okay, wait a second. Alright, I'm gonna tell Kyle to cut this tough guy act. Kyle, I appreciate that you're confused and you just got done being a ferret, and I know you have the punk thing going for you. I'm sorry, punk thing? But I really need you to cut it out for a second. Just for me, just one night, I swear to God, you can go back to being a rebel tomorrow night if you need to. Just tonight, please. This is super important. God, fine, alright. Fuck. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle is trouble. I can already tell. I was hoping that he'd be more helpful. What if every guy we find is completely clueless? What if I can't beat this curse? Sandwiches again. I hope they don't mind. Got some shredded deli meat for Frankie. Frankie's sitting on top of my desk away from the others, clearly skittish. Hey guys, sandwiches again. Wait, again? Thanks, Lucy. Oh yeah, thank you. No problem. So tomorrow we're going to check all of the other pet stores. We'll see if we can find anyone else. Sounds like a plan. All right then. Cool, time for lights out. Night, Lucy. Night, Frankie. Night, Edward. Edmund. Good night, good night, Kyle, Frankie, Lucy. Good night, guys. Asleep. Despite everything that's happened, I slept pretty soundly last night. I don't know if that'll happen tonight. Kyle's strange and not very helpful so far. I think I see something good in him, but I can't tell. I hope he surprises me. He freaked out even more than Frankie did. I hope it doesn't continue. I'm close to breaking down every time one of them bites me. I'm reminded of how complicated women are supposed to be. It's bullshit. If these guys aren't complicated, I don't know who is. Should I really be trying so hard to help them? Could they really make it on their own like they keep insisting they can? I don't think so. I probably shouldn't tell them that. Oh, I need a drink of something. Hold on. My throat is getting dry. How do people do this for hours on end? Thanks, Lucy, again. Of course. Anyone told you that you make a pretty cute cat, Frank? Like thousands of people. I was a cat after all. Cats don't have to work that hard for attention. This is very true. True. So do you work today, Lucy? Nope, not today. We can check pet stores all day. And we did. Over and over again. Store after store. Puppy store after animal shelter. All day. Nothing but. So it'll look just like Frankie then. What? Huh? If we find another guy. Or girl, I suppose. It'll look just like Frankie. What? No, I don't think so. You mean like physically? Yeah, like Frankie. Why would they look like me? I don't know why you'd think that the next person would look like me. That doesn't make any sense. Well, when you were a cat last night, you looked all weird and shiny, and it's like I just knew that you were a guy. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yes, that's how it's worked so far. I saw both Edmund and you like that. Okay, good to know. So, Lucy, I'm hard up on dollars right now, so I don't like asking you this. Yes? And you've done a lot for us already. I feel bad burdening you with this. Fuck, spit it out, big guy. Anyone else hungry? And they were all deathly silent. Neither Edmund nor Kyle wanted to be the first to speak. I heard a sigh come out of Kyle. I'm a little hungry. Me too. Could we bother you for a bite to eat? Which means money. I'm not running low yet, but I can't spend everything on these guys. Okay, yeah, sure. When it starts getting later, we're going to go pick up some ramen so I can feed you guys cheaper than this. What's ramen? It's cheap sort of soup, very easily manufactured and salty, but it's the cheapest food on the market. Oh, thanks, Eddie. Of course. I've been smiling. I told him that. He must feel very smart right now. Is it any good? I don't know. Oh. Okay. Let's stop by a burger place. All right, so I'm hoping to keep the price pretty low. This is all still coming out of my out of pocket for me. Yeah, understood. And if we all agreed not spend more than Edmund? What are you doing? He was squirming around a lot, biting his lip and raising his shoulders. I could really use a trip to the bathroom. Sure, one sec. Cal, Frank and I will go look at our orders. After this, we'll check the pet adoption event and see if we find anyone there. If not, we'll regroup our strategy. Actually, seeing as we're taking a small break right now, is it cool if I smoke? What? Kyle pulled out a box of menthols from his pants pockets. It was partially crumpled. I know for a fact that Kyle doesn't have any money. How did you get that? Nicked it off the bartender last night. You stole that? Yeah. Don't do that. You could go to jail for that. Nope. People who are bad at fingering objects go to jail for that. I'm fine. It's true. I didn't even see him take that, and I was watching. Okay. Fine. But Kyle, don't use fingering objects like that. The phrasing's weird. And Frank, don't start thinking that fingering objects is okay to say. Sure. My pleasure. Okay, you go smoke. Edmund, stop dancing and use the restroom so you can go for God's sake. Thanks. Kyle steps outside. Frankie joins him. Edmund runs off to the bathroom. The boys disperse and I'm left to find something to do. Things would probably be kind of strange if I start trying to split up the separate orders, so I've got a minute to kill before we go up to the counter. So what should I do? This is kind of like, depending on what I do, kind of help me on certain characters' routes, and I don't know who I want to go with this time. So should I join Frankie and Kyle or go check on Edmund? I'm kind of he's not an infiltrator of the government. I'm kind of leaning towards Kyle because I do like him a lot, but I don't know. Alright, well, if we go with Frankie and Kyle, then I kind of have those two to kind of work with. So I'm going to go outside with Kyle and Frankie. Kyle is flicking a pink plastic lighter against a cigarette. I have no idea where he got that lighter either. Frankie's leaning up against the wall next to him. Yeah, no, I'm aware. Apparently really bad. Yes. So you're aware of this? Oh yeah, very aware. Well, random warg it is. But you still smoke? Yeah. You don't say. I do. Want one? I don't know, not right now. I'm still thinking this over. So, Frankie, did you smoke? I did. I'm not hurting for one right now. Smells nice, though. If you can quit right now, you're going to be doing your body a favor. I guess so. I know so. Lucy's right. It's not good for you. Offer's off the table. You're not getting a cigarette. Damn, now I want it. Too damn bad. Give me a cigarette. No, fuck off. Damn. I'm kidding. You can have a cigarette if you really want one. Frankie purses his lips. He stares down at the cigarette being offered to him, then back up at Kyle. I don't know what I want. Not a cigarette, that's for sure, Kyle says, withdrawing the cigarette one last time. Now I've got ants in my pants. Better than nicotine withdrawal. What's that? If you're a heavy smoker and you quit all of a sudden, you can actually get sick off of the lack of nicotine in the cigarettes. No, I mean, what's nicotine? Oh, wow. I'm for real not giving you any cigarettes. No, really, what's nicotine? I promise you that I'll give you a crash course on all of this later on. I've got a lot to walk you through. All right, then. I hadn't noticed, but Kyle had already gone through 3/4 of his cigarette as we were talking. Anyway, I'm good to go whenever. I'm hungry. Yeah, let's go inside. Let's go check on Edmund. I've got to go check on Edmund. I'm not confident in his restroom abilities. Edmund? No answer. Edmund, are you in there? I think that I hear a but I can't be sure. I have to check the sign on the door again to make sure that this is the men's room. This is the men's room, and I don't think there's another bathroom in here. Maybe an employee bathroom? I hope that Edmund's not in the employee bathroom. Edmund? Huh? Are you in there? Yeah, I'm in here. Okay, good. Are you all right in there? Yes, I'm fine. It smells weird in here. Okay, let me know if you need anything. Sure. I'm almost done. Give me one moment. I'm almost out. Okay. Hey. Hey, wait. There's no handle for the faucet. What? I mean, there's a faucet, but no way to turn it on. What do you mean there's no... Oh, wait. Edmund, just place your hands under the faucet. Okay. Nothing. Nothing at all? What do you mean, place my hands? My hands are currently... Ah! Oh, it's going. This is weird. Wait, it stopped. I needed to keep going. I still have soap on my hands. I decide to be quiet for a moment to let him experiment. He'll figure it out. It's still not going. Even though I'm putting my hands underneath the faucet. Wait, there it goes. Okay. Okay, I'm good. Let me dry my hands and I'll be right out. Sure, as long as you're okay. Well, maybe. There are no towels. Are there brown sheets of paper? No, there's no towels, paper or otherwise. Is there a white box on the wall somewhere? Yes. Oh, it's got instructions. That's convenient. Maybe not as convenient as paper towels, but still convenient. The air starts to blare loudly inside the restroom. At least he found the button. The air is getting hotter. It stopped. 1 second. Another loud blaring. And then it ends. And begins again. And ends. Silence. Edmund walks out of the bathroom, wiping his hands on his pants. That was weird. Yeah, it's weird. Are all faucets in the future like that? Nope, just the ones in restaurants. Weird. Yep. Let's get going. Sure. One last place. That adoption you were talking about. Yeah, there's a pet adoption event just a couple of blocks from here. Then that's it. Except the zoo. Okay, except the zoo. I'm still skeptical about the zoo. So then what do we do if we can't find anyone at this adoption or the zoo and there's no one left to help us? Don't ask me that right now, Edmund. Please don't ask me that. Edmund averts his eyes from me. I think he's as scared of that outcome as I am. I'm even more afraid of finding someone who can help us. Or another Kyle. I can deal with one Kyle, but I hope there aren't two Kyles. Well, here's to hoping. Sure, here's to hoping. They're holding the animal adoption outside today. That's kind of nice. It's a nice day. Yeah, cool. We all pile out of the car. The moment we get out of the car, everyone perks up immediately. I could swear I actually saw Frankie's ears lift. Did you guys find someone? Totally. I totally feel it. Yeah, he's this way. We all start walking. I'm following behind as the three guys almost autonomously move. They stop at the cage of a dog. A big gray dog with heterochromia of the eyes. His head is perked up over a small chest-high fence. He's staring at us intently. I think I'm starting to get what Edmund had meant about the unmistakable spark of intelligence. That might just be how all these look when you look hard enough. But he's looking us in the eyes. Is that the unmistakable spark of intelligence? Or is he just looking at me because I'm the most interesting thing around right now? You guys weren't kidding. This is absolutely a dude. You guys see that? It's a guy too, don't ya? I do. I repeat, absolutely a dude. How on earth do you guys know that? I just do. Same. Yeah, I'd put money on that being a guy. Alright then. What's your name, little guy? The tag on his fence said his name was Rocky Road. There was a little white on Rocky Road's face, but that was otherwise colored a standard brown. Odd name for a dog. Adventurous though, I like it. Like the ice cream. What? Rocky Road is a flavor of ice cream. Chocolate and marshmallow. What is marshmallow? Whoa. Oh my god. We'll definitely pick up some marshmallows, guys, don't worry. It felt strange saying that. I'm not excited about spending more money. But yeah, Edmund has to try marshmallows. So then, Rocky Road. Ready to go home? Rocky Road was cooperative the entire time. He sat next to Kyle. It's a little weird, though. I maintain that it isn't. It's a guy, but still very much a dog. But there's a guy in there. If you look inside of Rocky Road right now, you will find the organs and heart of a dog. And what happens when Lucy kisses him? Then he becomes human. He is not currently human. Oh, Lizzie. Yes, your favorite Frankie. I don't care. I'm not petting him. Just pet the stupid dog. Look, he wants to be pet. It's true. Rocky Road has been staring up at Kyle this entire time. Kyle pet him once on the way over and then got weirded out. Come on, Kyle. He's so cute. No, just kiss him. What, like, just do it? I've got the clothes. And he seems much more friendly than Kyle was. No offense. I was overstimulated, admittedly. Can we at least wait until we're home? Yeah, sure. Rocky Road pounced out of the car excitedly and waited for us at the door. He did display a surprising amount of intelligence. He knew where we were going, but waited patiently. We got ourselves into the backyard. Frankie was scratching behind his ear when I finally checked every room in the house to make sure no one was home. See? He likes being pet. Oh, I don't deny that he likes being pet. That was never my quandary. I just don't usually pet guys. And he's a guy. I guess I kind of see what you mean. All right, let's free this guy. I whistle for Rocky Road's attention. His ears perk up immediately and he rushes toward me. Even loyal dogs don't turn their attention as quickly as this one. I found myself petting his ears for a moment. It's just gonna turn into another hot guy. Something's going to go wrong, and he's going to be really attractive. I mean, right now he's a cutie pie. Love bundle, fluffy monster, sugar bunch, slobber beast? What? What do you mean, what? Wait, was I saying all that out loud? Yes. Oh, okay. Well, here goes nothing. I say softly to myself as I plant a kiss right on his big sloppy nose. I could have chosen a less gross place to kiss him. As it had happened before, the dog's eyes widened and his body begins to change. His hair begins to recede and flesh begins to show through. What's weird this time is how much bigger he's getting. This pile of flesh isn't minute like Kyle or Edmund, and unlike Frankie, he's growing larger from something that was already large. I'm feeling more intimidated than I was expecting to, almost scared, until he appears. Ah, yeah. A large, athletic man, very strong, sculpted like a bodybuilder. But his face is calm, soft, his eyes bright, knowing, as naked could be, par for the course. His shock of coming to human form is almost immediately eclipsed by his shock at being naked. Ah! Chapter 4, Miguel Castellanos. And she has seen a lot of penises in this story, and I'm surprised that yeah, I'll just let it go at that. All right, my voice is starting to go because I've been reading for 2 hours straight, and we've gotten through 3 chapters. But so I'm gonna break here because I think this is a good spot to break at, and pick this up again next week.